We're now live on Facebook to my left. We're live on Instagram to my right. I hope everybody's having a great start to their week. And I'm about to make it better. I guarantee you I'm about to make it better. So as y'all coming in, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what it is, 5:15 p.m. Eastern. We do this every single day. If you didn't know, now you know. Don't miss another day. Moving forward, if you missed any days before this, let me pin that comment so y'all know what the topic is. We're going to get started in about 30 seconds. I ain't waiting. I know what they say, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. And to be late is to be forgotten. So I hope everybody's had a great Monday. It's early in the week. So let's get into what we need to get into. I'm going to tell you how you can get both of these books that I got here in front of me. I'm going to tell you how you can get both of these free by the end of this stream that I'm doing right now. I'm going to tell you about this book I got to my right that y'all can't even see. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. Hopefully we get a clear, consistent stream here today. Yesterday, I don't know. I think Instagram didn't want me talking about what I was talking about yesterday, so they was not letting my stream be great. But we got a different topic here today. Every day is a different topic, but it's always the topic of working on your game. How can you work on your game, make your game better, make yourself better, make the world better, make everybody better in the process? R. Burnett, salute. I appreciate you. Thank you for the comment. As y'all come in, shout yourself out in the comment section. I'll shout you out. We're going to get started in like 10 seconds. So whoever's in here, shout themselves out. Before I get started, I'll shout you out. If I miss you, I might shout you out at the end, but you got to make sure you stay to the end so you can hear it. So again, hope everybody's had a great start to their week. Let's see if we can get some better lighting here on Facebook. We got a silhouette going on right now. All right. No, that's not good. Let's try this. I guess we'll have to work with that. So anyway, for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day. We got Carlos from Spain. I'm a former 9-year professional athlete. I'm the author of 26 of these publications in front of me. We call these books. I'm author of 26 of them. I'm working on 27. I might be done with it this week. Y'all find out about it soon. What else have I done? I've done 4 TED Talks. I published over 15,000 pieces of original content to the internet, 7,000 of them through video. That's a website called YouTube. Another 7,000 written pieces of content. That's through on my website, dreallday.com, or you can just Google it, or Medium, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc. And I got a podcast. Comes out every single day. I call it a masterclass. I just say podcast so y'all know what I'm talking about. But mine is not a podcast. It's a masterclass every single day. It is called, guess what it's called? It's called Work on Your Game. It's in the podcast app, SoundCloud, Spotify, etc., etc. All this under the umbrella of this whole philosophy, brand, and company that I built called Work on Your Game. It's all about taking the pro athlete mindset. This is Work on Your Game. And taking that mindset, you need to be a pro athlete, be in the top 1% of what you do in sports, and apply that same mentality to your business and to your life. That's what Work on Your Game is all about. And it's for 3 specific types of people. Number 1, person who feels like you need more skills. You need to get better at what you do. Number 2, person who feels like you have skill, but you need to get better at showing your skill. You need to get better at performing. Number 3, person who feels like you have skill and you perform, but nobody is recognizing it. So you need to get more recognition, more marketing. You need more promotion. You need more attention. So 3 people, more skill, more performance, more attention. Either one of those 3 is your issue, but what you're doing right now, Work on Your Game is for you. Whether that is something I'm talking about, something I publish on the internet for free, something that you can get in a book like this, or any other format in which I share this philosophy, which is any format that's available. When they start having augmented reality and virtual reality publishing, I'll be doing that as well. But for now, I ain't got it. So we're going to stick to what we got. What we're talking about here today is the vending machine of success. This is a metaphor that I came up with and I explained in detail in this book right here called Work on Your Game. I will tell you how to get this book later on here today. But I want to lay out this concept here today for anybody out there who's looking to get success. If you're after success in any way, it doesn't matter if you're a singer, if you're a musician, if you're a maintenance person, if you're just trying to get a job, if you're in school right now, you're just trying to feed your kids. Any way you're trying to get success, understand that what I'm going to explain, this vending machine of success, this framework, you can apply to anything that you do. So let's get right into it. First thing, everybody knows what a vending machine is, right? Do I need to explain to anybody what a vending machine is? It's one of those machines you walk up to in a building, and it's a whole bunch of either something to drink or some things to eat. And you see what you want, and you pay the machine, and then it gives you some food. Everybody knows what a vending machine is? All right, cool. Now, since y'all know what it is, let's get into how the vending machine and success work exactly the same way. Point number 1, if you want something out of a vending machine, what's the first thing you got to do? Well, the first thing you got to do is decide what you want, right? But once you've decided that you want something out of a vending machine, you see a Snickers bar, you want that Snickers, or you want that Diet Coke, or you want a bottle of water. I don't know why people buy bottles of water from a vending machine. But anyway, whatever you decide you want to buy out of the vending machine, the first thing you do once you decide what you want is you got to put the money in. Right? Everybody agree with that? Anybody here have no experience with a vending machine, have no idea what I'm talking about? Okay. First thing you do when you decide what you want out of the vending machine is you put the money in the machine. You put the money in the machine, you tell the machine what you want by pushing the buttons or however they work now. I haven't used the vending machine in a while. So now they got credit card, you can take credit cards, they got all kinds of different ways they do it. But you put the money in first, then after the machine receives your money, then it gives you what you want. That's the way it works, right? So it's the same way that success works in life. As the saying goes, the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. You got to do the work first. Any of you who's looking for success, you are not going to get a guarantee of success. Nobody's going to give you success. You're not going to get recognized. You're not going to get the rewards or the trappings of success. Don't come to you until you have done the work. You must pay up front. You get the result second. That's the way that it works. If nobody ever told you that, if somebody gave you some bad information, allow me to clear the air for you. You pay up front. You want to be a good basketball player, what you got to do? You got to go to that gym or to that court, wherever it is, and work on your game. You want to be a good speaker? You got to put the time in, learn how to speak. You want to be a good writer? You got to put the time in writing every day. You want to be good at anything? You got to put that time in. You want to be a good dancer? You got to be in that studio working on the choreography and learning the steps. All right, it works the same way in everything in life. You do the work up front, you get the results last. I think any of you who has ever listened to me before, or you're listening to somebody who just said their whole philosophy is called work on your game, I think you can pretty much understand this, that you got to do the work first. You got to pay the money first. If you want something out the vending machine, then you get the reward second. Only a few places in life where they'll give you all the reward first, and then they expect you to pay after. Like when you go to a restaurant, you order your food, and then they'll give you all the food that you want. You eat whatever you want, and then they give you the bill at the end. But in life, it doesn't work that way. A restaurant might be one of the only places where they give you everything you ask for first, and then they let you pay for it last. And everywhere else in life, you got to pay first, then you get the stuff last. All right, that's the way that it works. Even in the grocery store, you can put all the stuff in the cart, but you can't leave the store with it until you pay for it. So that's the first thing. Pay up front, get the reward second. So step number 0 is decide what you want. Step number 1, pay, get the reward. Point number 2. Now we're talking about vending machines here. For those people, everybody knows what a vending machine is, so y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm giving y'all this metaphor so y'all can understand it. Number 2, what if your reward gets stuck? I don't know how vending machines work these days, but you ever, back in the day, when they had the vending machines with the little coils, those metal coils, and every time you bought something, it would spin around, and then your pack of Skittles or the candy bar or the bag of chips would fall out of the machine. So how did it work? What if it got stuck? What if you was trying to get a bag of chips or a candy bar and the machine got stuck? What would you do to get that reward out of the machine? Well, you got a couple different options. You got 3 options actually. Option one is to do nothing at all and just not get your reward. You paid for it, you put in all that work, you didn't get a result, you just quit and say forget it and get nothing. That's one option. You're probably not going to take that option. I would assume since you're listening to me right now, that's not an option you would take. Second option is you could pay again. You could put more money in and work even harder and then try to get that reward again. Maybe just put in twice the effort. Or here's another option. You could shake up the machine a little bit. You could bang on the glass a little bit. Or what I used to do back in the day, again, the front had glass. And you don't want to bang on glass too hard because you might break it and it'll cut your wrist open or something like that. I would go to the side of the machine where it was like that plastic siding and I bang on it from the side. Or I try to shake it a little bit. Just make it shake a little bit. Not, break the machine open. But shake it a little bit and just get a little bit of movement going because it's a big enough machine, get it to vibrate, and then that bag of chips or the pack of Skittles or the candy bar will fall down the way it's supposed to because I already paid for it. Now understand, I wouldn't go shaking up a machine if I hadn't paid for nothing because then it's like I'm trying to steal it. That's a different situation. You can get yourself in some legal issues with that. I hope you got a lawyer. But if you paid up front, you did the work to get a certain result, and you believe you have done all the right work, but you still have not gotten a result, what you need to do is not quit. You don't have to do all of that same work all over again. That would take a lot of time and a lot of effort. It's inefficient. It might work, but it's very inefficient. What you need to do instead is shake things up. When things aren't working the way that you want them to work in life, and you feel like you have done everything necessary to get the result, but you still don't have the result, what you should do is shake things up. What does that mean? It means try to do something different. Take a different approach. Take the same effort and energy that you just used to not get a result and put that same effort and energy into a different strategy. Maybe try a different tactic. Maybe go find somebody who knows something that you don't know. Maybe they know the hidden trick to getting the result that you didn't know about. Maybe nobody ever told you how to get it, but now that they showed you, you're like, I can put the same effort in and get that result now because you know something that I don't know. This is where you get the value of a mentor or a coach or reading books or taking courses or watching videos. This is where you get that from seeing what other people know, borrowing other people's knowledge. Shaking things up in life just means doing something different than what you've already been doing. Everybody here knows the analogy or the cliche of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you do something one way and you don't get the result that you want, then you tried it a couple times, you're sure you did it right, but you still didn't get the result, maybe, just maybe, you should shake things up and try a different approach. All right, when you try a different approach in life, you will probably eventually figure it out. It's kind of like any of you have kids or you have a younger brother or sister who you watch them from a baby. When a baby's first learning to stand up, they keep trying different ways to figure it out. Every day they try more and more and more. They keep trying. Eventually the baby can stand up. They got to hold on to something. Then he can stand up and it's kind of wobbling. Then he can stand up and it can actually walk. Maybe only a couple steps. Then he can stand up and just walk normal. And now look at you. You can stand up and walk all day without ever falling down one time. Why is that? You kept trying different approaches, different ways. You kept learning different things. You kept iterating, adding in new information that you picked up every single time you try something. So eventually you had it down to a science. This is the way that it works also in life. Unfortunately, here's where we go wrong as adults. As we get older and we get taller and we learn more about life, we start to become embarrassed when we try something that doesn't work. And then when we try something one time and it doesn't work, we're so embarrassed by the fact that we failed, and you didn't actually fail until you quit, that we quit, then we fail. So you don't fail because you try something that doesn't work. You fail because you try something that doesn't work and then you don't try anything else. That's when the failure occurs. The failure does not occur when you come up short. The failure occurs when you don't come back and try to fix it the next time. And this is what happens to a lot of us as adults. The more that we learn about what other people think and what somebody else might be saying about us, and we become more conscious of ourselves, we become self-conscious, we get embarrassed about any time that we come up short, so we don't want to try anything anymore. And then we end up causing our own failure simply by quitting, not because of lack of skill, not because of a lack of execution, and it's not because of a lack of achievement. It's not because of a lack of accomplishment. It's because of the fact that we do not keep trying, and we don't come up with creative ways to keep trying. So we're like, man, I already tried this way 10 times. It didn't work. Why would I try an 11th time? I might as well just give up. It's because we're not creative in the way that we think. And understand something. You don't need to be Albert Einstein or Steve Jobs or some kind of genius to come up with different ways of trying something. All you need to do is look around at other people who have already achieved it. They tried the different ways. They know the different ways. They're doing things differently from you. All you got to do is pay attention or ask questions, and people will show you, hey, here's a different way to do that. Are you trying to write a book and that way didn't work? Try this way. Oh, that way didn't work to make the basketball team? Why don't you try this way? Are you trying to lift weights and you're not gaining any weight? You're not getting bigger muscles even though you've been lifting every day? Why don't you do this instead? You can get the information from somebody else. All you have to do, you can borrow other people's knowledge. That's what we call this. When you watch somebody's live stream like you're doing right now, or you read somebody's book, or you take somebody's course, or you go to a conference and somebody's giving a speech, they are telling you what's in their head. They're giving you their knowledge. They are giving you the game. All you got to do is listen and apply what they're telling you, and you can borrow their knowledge and get a different result for yourself, all because you borrowed knowledge from another person. So understand, you don't have to be this all-knowing genius individual. All you got to do is pay attention. People will tell you the whole game if you're paying attention, and you got to choose the right people to listen to. All right, don't try to get the information out of the wrong vending machine. Get the information out the right machine. People will give you the whole game if you are willing and disciplined enough to pay attention. So that's what I mean when I say shake things up. Try a different approach. Point number 3. The topic here today is the vending machine of success. I'm giving you this metaphor so all y'all know what a vending machine is, how this works when it comes to creating success in your life. Point number 3, do not try to cheat the machine. Now understand there's a big difference between if you paid for something, you paid for that bag of chips and it didn't fall down to the bottom so you could get it, and then you go shake the machine up to get what is rightfully yours because you paid for it. There's a big difference if you go start shaking up the machine to try to get some food to fall out there for free and you know you didn't pay for it. Now, if you try to cheat the machine, here's what might happen. The machine might tip over and fall on you. And if a vending machine falls on you, you might not survive to tell that story. All right, all y'all have seen the vending machine, right? I don't think you want one of those falling on you. You might be a little bit injured. I hope you got medical insurance if a vending machine falls on you. You might need life insurance if a vending machine falls on you. Do not try to cheat the vending machine of success. In other words, if you know you have not done the work, if you know you have not put in the effort, if you know you have not put in the time, you have not been in there grinding 10 toes deep, as we say, do not expect success. Do not expect to get success if you have not done the work. Again, success only comes before work. In the dictionary, have you done the work? Now, how would you know if you've done the work? This is a question somebody might ask. Dre, how will I know if the work that I've done is the right work? Here's how you know. Go find someone who has already achieved the outcome that you're after, find out what they did, and then compare what you've done to what they did. Does it match up? Have you done as much work as they've done? Have you put in as much time as they put in? Have you put in the effort that they put in? Or have you done about half? Or have you only done the parts that are convenient and fun for you, but you didn't do the parts that you don't really feel like doing? Have you actually done the work? And you only have to take it from one person because everybody's different, right? So go find 10 people who have already achieved what you want to achieve and find the similarities between all 10 of them, and then look at what you're doing and ask yourself, okay, is what I'm doing matching up to what all 10 of these people have done? And if the answer is no, then why would you be expecting success if you haven't done the work? Don't try to steal food out of the vending machine. Don't try to steal a bag of chips out of the vending machine. You might get arrested. You're probably, now it's 2020, you're probably going to be caught on camera. Somebody's going to identify you, and now you got to go to jail. And I hope, again, you better have money for a lawyer because now you got to go to jail for whatever they call that, stealing from a vending machine, whatever that charge is. All right, don't be that person. Don't try to steal success that you have not earned. Any success that you get that you did not earn, y'all, everybody heard this thing called karma, right? Everybody knows how the law of karma works. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. So if anybody you ever come across somebody, they have some success that you know they did not earn, don't be mad at them. Don't hate on them. Don't feel sorry for yourself. All you got to do is just remind yourself, all right, that person owes karma. And karma has never, ever, ever been burnt on a debt. All right, you know what I mean when I say burnt? It means when you owe karma a debt, you will pay. One way or another. You might not pay today. You might not pay next week. But you will pay. Karma will always find you no matter where you go, and whatever you owe, you will pay that balance. You will pay that debt no matter how far you run, it will find you. So don't feel envious of a person who cheats the vending machine. They will get caught. Point number 4. I got 5 points here just in case anybody was wondering. Point number 4. The topic here today is the vending machine of success. Since everyone knows what a vending machine is, I'm telling you how a vending machine and creating success in your life work in parallel ways, the exact same ways. Point number 4. If you leave before you receive your reward, what happens? Somebody else is going to get yours and theirs. Now, let me explain something to y'all that's deep. And let's look at the vending machine. Let's say you paid for a Snickers bar at the vending machine, and then that little thing turns around, and then the Snickers bar doesn't come out. Again, I know vending machines are kind of different these days, but I'm talking about the back in the day vending machine. So the Snickers bar doesn't come out, and you're sitting there looking at it like, damn, my Snickers bar didn't come out. Then you try to shake it up a little bit. You try different approaches. Nothing works. And you just say, forget it. I'm out. And you leave. All right, you know what happens for the next person who shows up to that vending machine? They see that Snickers bar is hanging right there by a thread, just about to fall out. This is what they do. They pay for their own Snickers bar. And then when that little thing turns, they get their Snickers bar and they get your Snickers bar. They get 2 for the price of 1. Now, they didn't steal it. It just fell in their lap because you left it there for them to get. Now, let me explain to you how that works when it comes to success in life. Listen very closely to what I'm about to say. Have any of you ever come across a person who it seems like they don't work that hard, they don't put in that much work, but it seems like every time they put in a certain amount of effort to get like 10 times the result for the same amount of effort as other people? Everybody else puts in 1 unit of effort, they get 1 unit of result. But you ever see somebody who puts in 1 unit of effort and they get like 20 units of results? And you're like, how the hell is this person getting all these results? They doing the same amount of work as me. Any of you ever come across a person like that? Let me tell you why that happens. They are eating off of the work of other people who didn't stick around to get the results of their efforts. They're eating the Snickers bar, or the person who paid for a Snickers bar but didn't stick around when the bar didn't fall down into the bottom of the machine, and now they got 2 Snickers bars for the price of 1. They didn't do anything wrong. The person who gets the extra, they didn't do anything wrong. They did exactly what they were supposed to do, but when they went to grab their reward, it was 2 of them in there. What are they supposed to do? Say no? They just took it. So this is how you see some people in life who seem to be getting rewards that are 20 times the effort that they're putting in. And you're like, how the hell is this person getting so many rewards? It's because they are accumulating not only their own, but all the effort of a whole bunch of other people who quit before they got their result. And now that all that effort that they did, it wasn't in vain. There was something to be gained from that effort. But since that person didn't stick around, person A didn't stick around to get their results, now those results are just waiting for person B to come around, do their own work. Now person B gets person B's results, and they get person A's results, so now they're getting twice. This is what happens with people in life. Whenever you see somebody who seems to be getting way more results based on their effort, it is because they are eating not only their own food, but the food that somebody else left and didn't stick around to get. And let me give you a hint. Those quitters who leave their food around for somebody else to eat, every day somebody's quitting. All right, today, in the time that we've been talking for 20 minutes. Somebody quit in the last 20 minutes. Somebody quit just now when I just said that. Every second, every minute, somebody in life is quitting. Somebody in life is doing a whole bunch of work. They don't get the result as soon as they wanted it, and they quit. Now, let me tell you what that means to you. What that means for you is as long as you don't quit, and you keep looking for different ways to get to the outcome that you want, you will receive 10, 20, 50 times the results based on your efforts eventually, as long as you stay in the game. This is the way that it works. As long as you stay in the game and you keep working, slowly you're just going to notice everybody quitting, everybody dropping out of the race. It's like running a marathon. Eventually, everybody's just dropping out. All you got to do is just keep going. You ain't got to be the fastest. You don't have to be the best. All you got to do is just keep going. I don't care if you got to walk. I don't care if you got to crawl. I don't care if you got to stand still for a second to get something to drink. As long as you keep going and you finish the race, you will get rewards that are outsized from what everybody else could possibly get, simply because you are eating not only your results of your work, but the results of a bunch of other people's work who quit before they got the result. Do not leave the vending machine without getting what you paid for. If you paid for a bag of chips, don't leave that machine until you get your bag of chips. If you paid for a soda, don't leave the machine until you get your soda, or if they give you your money back, or somebody opens the machine and gives you what you are owed. Always make sure you get what you paid for in life, because if you don't get it, somebody else is going to get it. It did not just disappear into thin air. All right, it's there. It's just waiting for somebody who's persistent enough and consistent enough to stick around and make sure they get it. Point number 5. Topic here today, for those who came in the middle, is the vending machine of success. You want to know how success and vending machines work exactly the same? I'm explaining it. Point number 5, make sure you get what you want. All right, make sure you make the right decision. You know, when you go, the thing about, again, I don't know how vending machines work now, but back in the day with the vending machines, if you pushed the wrong button, you were pretty much stuck. It was over. So if you wanted something out of B7, but you pushed A by accident, now you got to get something out of the A row. You can't change it to get something from B, because you already pushed A and you're pretty much stuck. Again, I don't know how they work now. Maybe you could change your mind now, but back in the day, you couldn't change your mind. If you pushed the wrong button, you basically were out of luck, and you had to get something from wherever that thing was. This live, I'm going to post to my IGTV, yes. So you got to make sure you're being smart. If you want something from B8 and you push B9, then you're getting the thing out of B9. You can't say to the machine, oh, my bad, I'm sorry, I chose the wrong thing, let me do something different. What does that mean for your life? It means this. When you start putting in that time and that effort and that energy, you put money into something, you put your focus, your attention into something that you want in your life, make sure you're putting into something that you actually want. All right, don't sign up for something, and then once you realize what you signed up for, you're like, oh, never mind, I don't want that. Never mind, I'm sorry. That's not what I really wanted. No, once you sign up, you're in it. If you say you're in it, you're in it. Now, you say you want to be an entrepreneur, you're in all of it. Not just the part where somebody posts a picture standing next to a car and they get to go to Vegas and they telling you how great their life is, but also the time when they're struggling and they're trying to put a team together and you're trying to put stuff in place and you're working on the back end of your systems and all that stuff that goes into it. You signed up for all of it. You want to be a basketball player? You're not just signing up for posting pictures of yourself dunking on Instagram. You also signing up for those 5 a.m. workouts and working with your trainer and your coach making you run suicides and all the stuff that goes with it. So anything that you decide to sign up for, here's what I'm telling you. Make sure you know what you're signing up for. When you push A10 on that vending machine, you better know everything that comes with pushing A10. You want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be an athlete, you want to be an author, you want to be an influencer, you want to run your own business. All right, you better make sure you know what you're signing up for. All right, don't make a mistake and then realize, oh, damn, maybe I shouldn't have signed up for that, and then it's too late. So how do you do this in your actual life? Whatever you decide you want to do with your life, go find a bunch of people. It don't have to be one person. Find multiple people. Find like 5 or 10 people who have already done that thing, who already been where you want to go. And the reason I say 5 or 10 is so you can get some variety of opinion, because you're going to start noticing, you're going to hear the same things over and over again. Some people are going to have some differences, but there are going to be some similarities you're going to hear over and over and over again. Go find 5 or 10 people who have already done what you want to do, been where you want to go, and just listen to their stories. Read their autobiographies. A lot of people who are successful, they usually write books, or they make podcasts, or they write blogs, or they do lives. They do something to tell you about what they did and how they did it. That's the reason One of the reasons that they're sharing their success is because they have success. All right, people who have success usually are sharing it often. So go find people who are sharing their success. They probably have created some, and listen to their stories. Listen for the similarity. Listen for the same things you're going to keep hearing over and over and over and over again. Come up with some questions that you want to ask. Ask them questions. Send them a DM. Send them an email. Go wherever they are doing, go sign up for their free webinar or their course or whatever they got, and you will get the answers, and now you'll know exactly what's in the game. So when you show up to the game, you can't show up dumb like, oh, I didn't know that was part of the game. You should know. Whatever you sign up for, you need to know what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm recording this in 2020. All right, ignorance is no longer an excuse. All right, you know what ignorance means? Ignorance means to not know something. All right, if you're serious about X, it makes no sense for you to be ignorant about X. Now, you can be ignorant about something that you don't care about. I'm ignorant about rocket science and hockey, but I'm not trying to be a rocket scientist or a hockey player. But if I want to write a book, it makes no sense for me to be ignorant about writing books if that's what I want to do. Whatever you want to do, ignorance is unacceptable. It is inexcusable, and it is no longer cool in 2020 to be ignorant, ladies and gentlemen. Get the information. Go find the people who are doing it and make sure you know what you're getting into before you step into the ring. Everybody got that? Now I'm going to recap these 5 points. I'm going to tell you how you can get these 2 books for free, and then I'm going to take questions if we got any. I'm not sure we have any. The topic here today is the vending machine of success. Point number 1, you got to pay first, you get the reward second. You know how a vending machine works, right? You can't get all the food first, then you pay at the end. It's not a restaurant, it's a vending machine. Point number 2, if the rewards get stuck, shake the machine up. Try different ways of getting the outcome that you want. That first, the real life application is do the work first, get the results second. All y'all should understand it. Second point, if the rewards get stuck, try different ways. Shake things up. Do something different. Try a different approach. Get information from someone who knows something that you don't know. This is how you can shake things up in your life. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over again and wonder why the results don't change. Point number 3, don't try to cheat the machine if you haven't paid. If you didn't put money in the machine, don't try to steal out of the machine. They're going to catch you. You're going to be on camera. Somebody's going to snitch on you. It's going to be all over social media. Don't try to steal out of the vending machine if you didn't pay the money. Pay the money or walk away from the vending machine. Point number 4, if you leave before you receive your reward, the next person who shows up gets your reward and their reward. Why? Because you left it for them. Not because they cheated you and didn't do anything wrong to you. You just didn't stick around. As long as you don't quit, you will get the rewards of your own, and you'll get all the rewards of all the other quitters out there. You just got to decide, are you going to be the one who finishes, or are you going to be a quitter? It is your choice. And point number 5, make sure that you are getting what you want. When you go to a vending machine, whatever button you push, you stuck with that thing. So don't push the button, get it, and then say, oh, I didn't want this. I want something. I didn't want the chips. I want the candy bar. I didn't want the Skittles. I wanted the Reese's Cups. Make sure whatever it is you sign up for, you know what you're getting into. Get the information from people who have already been there, have already done it, so you don't have that problem of choosing the wrong thing. Now, let me tell you how you can get both of these books for free right now. This book right here is called The Mirror of Motivation, the Self-Guide to Self-Discipline. I wrote this book for anybody who wants to change your energy from who you have been to who you want to be. Stepping into, we just lost the connection. All right, there we go. Stepping into a new version of you with the same, even if you do the same actions as before, with new energy, you will get completely different results. You can get that. If that sounds like the type of person you're looking to be right now, go to mirrorofmotivation.com, the self-guide to self-discipline. Listen, I've already paid for this book. You only had to pay for the book. All you got to do is take care of the shipping. The book's paid for. Get it at mirrorofmotivation.com. 166 pages to your doorstep right now. This book right here is called The Overseas Basketball Blueprint. I wrote this specifically for people who want to play professional basketball overseas. Even if you've been overlooked, underrated, nobody's ever paid attention to you, you never got a real chance in basketball, but you believe you have the talent to play pro, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it in this 237-page book. I'm giving you the whole blueprint, everything you need to do to start your career right now. And on top of all that, I'm not even going to charge you for the book. The book's already paid for. You just take care of the shipping. It is balloverseas.com is where you get this. Balloverseas.com, Overseas Basketball Blueprint, only for people who want to play professional basketball overseas right now. Balloverseas.com. The book's paid for. You take care of the shipping. Now, let's see if we got any questions in the comment section. I'm not sure that we do. I will see. We got Carlos checking in from Spain. What's good? Let's see. Amit B4 said, yeah, the law of karma, definitely real. Arkansas Made says, performance then results. That's true. Stephen Adeyemi, appreciate you. Imaner says, If I don't get home from practice till 11 at night, should I still wake up at 4 to hit the gym like most successful people? I don't know what time most successful people wake up. I think that's a myth. I think some people wake up early. I wake up early, but that don't mean you got to wake up early. I think you need to figure out what's the best method for you. And that will take experimentation. I don't think you should do it just because other people did it. I don't think that's a good strategy. All right, so everybody, again, let me tell you about this book. Work on Your Game, using the pro athlete mindset to dominate your game in business, sports, and life. This is the same name as what you see on my hat, same name as my philosophy, same name as my company, Work on Your Game. I wrote this book so that anyone out there can get my whole philosophy condensed down to the best 250 pages. If I took everything I've ever talked about and put it in a book, the book would be the size of this building. But I condensed it down to 250 pages to make it easy for all y'all to read. Again, it's a hardcover book. You can get this book at workonyourgamebook.com. What I'm giving you here is the entire framework, how I came up in basketball from when I started to becoming a pro, to the business world, to professional speaking, to entrepreneurship. All of that is in this book, the frameworks for how I did it. It is not a memoir. It is not a storybook. I will tell you my story as part of it, but I'm giving you the frameworks here. Workonyourgamebook.com. When you get this book, I'm going to give you over $1,200 in immediate digital bonuses you get access to now while you wait for the book to come in the mail. Everybody got that? Workonyourgamebook.com, hardcover book to your doorstep, and I'm giving you $1,200 in digital bonuses right now today. Again, workonyourgamebook.com. Steven said, I've been watching you since 2010. Appreciate you. Somebody asked, why don't I post basketball videos? I don't play basketball no more. I think that's a good enough reason. Again, mirrormotivation.com is where you get this book. Workonyourgamebook.com is where you get this one. balloverseas.com is where you get this one. For those of you who don't know, and both of these books are free, by the way. You just pay the shipping. I do these lives every single day at 5:15 p.m. Eastern. This one I will post on my IGTV, so if you missed some of it, I'm going to post it on my IGTV as soon as this is over. Live again tomorrow, 5:15 p.m. Eastern. Just follow me on my story, and you'll know that it's coming. If I ever change it or push it back, you'll know there as well. Everybody work on your game. Have a great night. We out of here. Dre all day.